everybody, my name is Farmer Phil, and in today's video we are going to be doing something I don't think we've ever done before, something completely out of the ordinary. Normally when you see that intro it's like, oh, it's another slurry video. This isn't a slurry video. We are going to be taking off the umbilical system, everything on the back, everything on the front, and we're going to be putting on our 4-meter EirCode drill onto the umbilical tractor. Won't really be the umbilical tractor then, but we'll still call it that. So yeah, why are we doing that? What is the story behind that? Before I answer that, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell so you get notified of my videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. But the big reason we're putting the 4-meter EirCode drill on this tractor is this, the autosteer, and that, the autosteer. Because we want to, well, just because we kind of have it, we want to make use of it, and with the drill we'll have nice straight precision sewn lines, and very excited to get using that. Father Phil wanted to give it a go. Why this tractor? I know I said I'd swap this over into another tractor, probably be the 99 when I get around to it, but why this tractor? Just the other thing with the wide wheels, we have that lower compaction rate, and one of the fields we have to sow has a very wet spot. Eric got stuck in it twice trying to get dung out on it. Jessica is actually ploughing it at the minute. She's home for the weekend from work, but we give her work to do when she's home from the weekend from work, if that makes any sense. So with the wider wheels we should be able to go through that ground without any issues. It is ground that can be wet, sometimes isn't wet. It's one of them things. I got stuck last year and I went to 99 and the Harris, some of you may remember, and it was also where Father Phil got stuck with the harvester cutting whole crop in it 2 years ago. So yeah, we're going to try and get sowed anyways. But anyways, my job today is going to be taking off the umbilical system, washing it down the windows, because yes, I did have a bit of an accident, or actually two, when we were last using it, and also clean out the cab, because yes, there's a lot of rubbish in the cab, because this is basically my home for the spring and I absolutely love it. But I also gather all the rubbish, so I have to get that all tidied out. But that's what we're doing today. So first things first, we'll get turned around, take off the umbilical, take off the back railer, the spreading bit, and I'm going to take it off there. I was thinking of taking it off there, but as you can see, the poor owl's there, her Crystal, looking lonely there, kind of hoping after the 135 and a few other bits I might get hit over and get the diesel situation sorted on it, maybe. So I don't want to put it in front of it, so I'm going to plonk it there. So anyways, we get stuck into it. It off. So now just get the front railer off and we're golden. So you may notice two things either side of the railer you've never seen before, and they are the stands to take off the front railer, and I'm after having such a fucking job getting them on. It's the first time since this has been, the front railer was on, we've taken it off. It's like 5 years on, and we got them off. I remember how I got them off. We put her up on blocks and we just dropped them straight down, but my god, could I not get it high enough. I drove out to the field where there's a hole was dug over there to do a bit of test digging for a project that never happened. But yeah, talk about break my heart. So anyways, we get back in here and we get this front railer off, and it probably is just the start of all the fun, because I'd imagine all my pins and everything are going to be very tight and hard off. So yeah, the joys of it. And at long last the front reeler is off. First time in 5 years, I think. And boys, did it take some getting off. This pin had seized onto the ball, and that, yeah, just a nightmare. Sum total of 2 hours taking both of them off. Half an hour at that, I say an hour and a half at that. But anyways, that's her off now. So it's quite unusual to see it without everything on. So it is quite unusual. So she's ready to get washed, and then we can go fire on the drill. Will we plan on the front links? I don't know. We're half debating about putting on the stone fork. But one issues with that tractor is all the lifts, the front, very windy here. So one of the issues with doing that is the front links and the back lift is all on the one spool, and also the service to the front links is on the same spool on this switch. So I don't think it would work putting on the front or the stone fork on the front of it, because you wouldn't be able to, it'd be just too much off the one spool to be at. So if we put the stone fork on the front of it, because your spool, both your lifts and your spool all works off the one, or your lift, yeah, all works off the one. So you'd be trying to let down the stone fork, you'd end up,
yeah, it's just too complicated.
Yeah,
well,
it
would work, but it's just too complicated on the operator.
Yeah, on the operator.
Yeah, above your pay grade.
On the operator.
Yeah, so let her wash there now, because you can see that now.
I know.
All you can see is slurry.
I know. That's what it's been
a long time since she's been off anything else now.
It's been a long time since the front reeler was off it.
Wasn't off since it was bonded new 4 years ago.
5 years ago.
5 years ago.
This is 5th season.
Never was taken off.
Yeah. So now you get a bit of detergent and the brush and we get it washed. So now that is the tractor clean, so we just go clean out the cab now, and then we'll go upon the drill. But there is one issue: the PTO on the tractor isn't working, and the PTO on the tractor is on a switch now. But this tractor does have EirCode, so it'll work quite well with the pneumatic drill. So that's the EirCode there, that lever. But we have to do some wiring on the rear mudguard, because as you can see the stop button has gone off, and when the stop button, yeah, it's to do with the stop button anyways why it isn't working. So I'm going to just go drive up beside the bin and empty everything out of the cab that is no longer required, and yeah, we get that done, and then I think we're ready to try to put on the drill. Hopefully it fits on. I can't see why it won't fit on, but hopefully it fits on and looks all right to the width of the wheels. Anyways, yes, if it's 4 meters, 4 meters is 12 foot nearly, so yeah, it'll only be just wider than me now. It'll be interesting to say the least. So now that is her washed, inside the cab cleaned out, all the rubbish gone, and if you do see them, there are still chocolates in them, so I'm not getting rid of them now. They're being got rid of into my belly at some stage. But no, that's it. So yes, I know there is no tail lights on this, but the issue we have that the PTO is not working is this tail light. These wires just here, I have to get them pulled out somewhat, and there's 2 wires there have to be joined, which is should be for the emergency stop button, and that's why, because them wires aren't connected, it thinks the button's pushed so it won't turn on the PTO. So that's my next job, is get that sorted and then make sure the PTO works, and then we'll go put it on. And then we're going to have to get our magnetic tail lights and get them put on, and then that way we will have our stop brake lights, indicators and all that, rather than putting on new ones, because the umbilical system comes up some of it comes up so high it comes in and it hits them. That's why both sides are broken. So there's no point putting them on because it'll only break on us again. So yeah, we get our magnetic lights to do that job, but I have to figure out what I'm going to do with these wires and get them joined up. So yeah, we need the wire strippers and see, can I get any more wire pulled out of that. So we have our PTO fixed. I'll just show you how to do a bit of routing, but just there, them two wires there, red and orange on the loom, is for the PTO stop switch, the safety stop. It's not going to bother us. I may get myself turned around. But that's all it was. So when we cross them wires, then that activated. PTO is now working, and we also have her in the eco gear is working. So that's perfect for sewing, because all the tractor has to do is run a fan for the pneumatic drill. It's not turning power. It's just basically turning a fan for the pneumatics, or for the air drill. So take very little power and that, so you don't need a lot of throttle. Just nice and handy job that. So it's happy days that way. But we do have to put a bit of tape on that wire, just that across, just to leave it right. Well, a junction or a connector would be better, but we'll put a little wire on it, be the finest. So we're going upon the air drill now, so I have to go get me balls and that off the umbilical system, and we're upon her 4 meter cord in the shed there. And hopefully, another issue, I'm hoping I don't have to touch the check chains. I'm hoping it just lines up right, or that I have the right width, because my check chains are also seized. If I have to go at them, that's take it off into the vise, you know, all that good stuff. Anyways, we'll go get her bits and we'll get this on. You wouldn't notice the drill behind it, so you wouldn't. But we'll have it on. We'll just give it a test run there, just to blow the cobwebs out of it. So now we have to check the distributor, make sure nothing is blocked, but it is clean inside. This is an old core drill, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's very good drill.
Yeah. Need to go for all of them.
Yeah, hold on.
You may let me in there, because this lacks a step. It's probably the biggest downside to this drill, and it just about holds half a ton of seed too. There, I'm going to put down the camera to get these open. So just have it off. Mr. Mouse is living in it, so it clearly hasn't done much. So it's been a few years since we used this, hasn't it?
3 years.
So there's no reason in particular we stopped using the drill. Now what?
Go back on and start it again.
So lift it up. Right? Yeah. Come on. Going around the holes. If not, we could have an issue. So, eventually have them all going. My eardrums are just ringing very, very, very loud there. The only issue we have now is this one tore, so we need to get a bit of heat into that Shove that back down, put lip back on it, and that's it. They're all on block. In favour of going, got a soft tying wire, that lovely soft tying wire, and just poked it all over. There was all that mouse bedding. We'll have it over now, but oh, it's bloody loud that. Also, that's how you set my hectares, you saw that, I think. Yeah, and then that is the seed rate there, so that controls how much seed you want in and out. What now?
Find that kettle behind that.
Where are we buying the kettle? Oh, the one in.
We don't put it in, so bring in a bean tin.
Okay.
Bring a bean tin in there.
Camera decided to act the maggot with me. Just film myself putting on that there with me kettle of water. Had the, you know, the nice angle there doing it. And the bloody camera didn't record. The drives of it. Anyways, that is the pneumatic drill ready to go. All's working on it now. Well, except for to check unfold it and check to see that the box is working and that does the shut-offs based on how many times you throw it side to side. That we'll have to find out, but all the pipes are now working, tractor's working, everything is good. So we'll go back her into the shed, and the umbilical tractor's going to spend its first night in a shed in a very long time. But that's all we can do with that for today. So anyways, I'll go pack it up and put away the kettle, and we'll back her in the shed, and yeah, spend the first night in a long time in a shed. So anyways, that is the drill, our pneumatic 4-meter cord drill. Very basic, but it does work. We have used it. The reason we kind of stopped using it was we're not a big fan of the coulter, them kind of air coulters, because they're blocked quite easily. And then the last time he used it, there was a lot of compaction and he wasn't over happy. You could see every wheel track he went across the field with the tractor. It wasn't nothing to do with the afterhow, it's just compaction. But these wheels may solve that, and this tractor may solve that issue. And the umbilical tractor, the 6290, is getting a bit of a change. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting. And yes, that's the 2725 back there. No, nothing has been done with it, but hopefully we'll get it out for silage. I'm kind of half hoping I'll get the 10-foot mower on it for a bit of crack. But anyways, there's not much more to be done. Just double check that when she swings side to side with the arms that she's doing the shut-offs for the tram lines, because we're planning on putting in the tram lines because we have the autosteer. And also I'll go out into the field tomorrow with it, and I'll just calibrate up the autosteer to make sure I'm getting it fairly much dead on the money, because just to save me time when I actually get into the proper field and I don't do test runs and not do it, I'll go to a grass field and I'll just mark it out just to make sure that I get it right and that I'm not wasting seed and getting it wrong in real conditions. But yeah, it has taken half a day to get it ready, but it's basically ready now. So we're going to leave it at that for today's video. We're going off now, change the wheels on the sprayer over and that. But yeah, hope you enjoyed today's video. As always, please like and subscribe to the channel. Videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. That's it for me. Good luck. So just before we finish off today's video, just in the workshop with the 1200 and the 135 there, both coming along slowly but surely. But I just want to give a shout out to some people who are raising money for cancer care for children. They're doing a massive tractor run from London to Mayo, a distance of 833 kilometers or 522 miles, which is a big run. There's 22 tractors. I'll leave a link in the description down below to their GoFundMe page and also to their website or any other information that they have there if you want to see where they're stopping along the way and go out and support them. They're starting today, the 24th, and they're hoping to arrive in Cong in Mayo on the 30th of April. That is a massive run, London to Mayo. Maybe one day the old 1200 might be up for something like that, but you never know. But anyways, check that out if you're interested.